Every summer, in vast golden fields, something remarkable happens. Sweet corn ripens under the sun, reaching its peak, tender, juicy, and bursting with flavor. But what happens next is even more incredible. Within hours of harvest, these kernels begin a journey from farm to factory, undergoing a seamless transformation that locks in their freshness without using a single preservative. As machines shuck, slice, wash, and can each batch with mechanical precision, the natural sweetness and vibrant color are preserved in every can. No freezer required, no shortcuts taken. Just golden corn, sealed for months, ready to be poured into soups, salads, and side dishes around the world. Have you ever wondered how it all works? How a simple ear of corn becomes a shelf-stable staple in your kitchen? It all begins in the early morning, when the air is cool and the cornfields glisten with dew. Timing is everything. Farmers know that sweet corn must be picked at just the right moment, when the sugars are at their highest and the kernels are full but not yet starchy. Typically, this happens just 18 to 20 days after pollination. Miss that window, and the taste begins to fade. Specialized harvesters roll through the fields at dawn, slicing the stalks and stripping the ears with incredible speed. In just 1 hour, a single machine can collect enough corn to fill thousands of cans. Every second counts. The longer the corn sits after harvest, the more flavor and texture it loses. That's why, as soon as it's picked, the corn is loaded into trucks and rushed to the processing plant, often arriving within just a few hours. From here, the real transformation begins. Once the corn arrives at the processing facility, there's no time to waste. It's immediately unloaded and fed into a series of automated systems designed to handle thousands of ears per hour. The first step, shucking. Massive machines strip away the outer husks and pull off the silk threads with spinning brushes and air jets. What remains is the clean, golden ear of corn, ready for the next stage. Each ear is guided into a precision cutter that slices the kernels away from the cob in a single motion. The blades are calibrated to remove just the right amount, maximizing yield while leaving the tough core behind. As the kernels drop onto conveyor belts, they form a steady golden river, flowing into high-pressure washers. Here, they're thoroughly rinsed to remove dirt, stray silk, and any remaining debris. Clean, cut, and gleaming, the corn is now ready for its first encounter with heat. To preserve the corn's color, texture, and natural sweetness, the next step is crucial: blanching. The freshly cut kernels flow into long stainless steel tunnels where they're briefly exposed to hot water or steam. For just 60 to 90 seconds, temperatures rise to nearly 95 degrees Celsius, just enough to deactivate natural enzymes and stop spoilage before it starts. This quick pre-cook not only extends shelf life, but also helps the kernels retain their signature golden hue and crisp bite. Once blanched, the corn moves straight into a cold water rinse, halting the cooking process instantly. This sudden temperature change, known as thermal shocking, locks in quality and prepares the corn for packaging. Still steaming, still fresh, and now perfectly preserved, the kernels are gently lifted by conveyors toward the next stage, filling the cans. The clock is ticking, but the corn is right on schedule. With blanching complete, the corn travels down stainless steel chutes toward the filling station, where speed meets precision. Sterilized cans glide along the conveyor, open and waiting. As the kernels cascade into each one, automated fillers measure exact quantities by weight or volume, ensuring consistency in every serving. Next comes the filling liquid, a mild solution of water, sometimes with a touch of salt or sugar. This liquid surrounds the corn, creating the right environment for preservation while maintaining the kernel's shape and flavor. No human hands touch the product. The entire process is sterile, automated, and incredibly fast, each line filling hundreds of cans per minute. Once filled, the cans are gently shaken to remove air bubbles and topped off to the perfect level. Then, in one seamless motion, they move toward the seaming station. Soon, they'll be sealed, sterilized, and ready to face the test of time. As the filled cans glide into position, precision sealers get to work. Each lid is pressed into place and sealed using a method called double seaming, a mechanical process that crimps the lid and can body together, creating an airtight lock. No air gets in. No moisture escapes. The corn inside is now protected, but one critical step remains: sterilization. Sealed cans are loaded into massive retort chambers, industrial pressure cookers designed for food safety. Inside, they're subjected to intense heat and pressure, typically reaching 121 degrees Celsius for up to 30 minutes. This thermal process kills any remaining bacteria, ensuring the corn is shelf-stable for years without refrigeration. It also preserves texture, flavor, and color, without the need for chemical preservatives. Once sterilized, the cans are gradually cooled with water to avoid deformation, then released onto the next line. Still warm, still perfectly sealed. The corn is now safe, sealed, and shelf-ready. As the sterilized cans emerge from cooling, they move into the quality control zone, where precision and safety take center stage. Automated scanners first check for dents, leaks, or imperfect seals. Random samples are pulled from each batch and sent to lab technicians, who test for pH levels, vacuum integrity, fill weight, and microbial safety. Every can must pass strict standards before it reaches a store shelf. If even a single parameter falls outside the acceptable range, the entire batch can be held or discarded. Once approved, the cans are dried, polished, and guided toward the labeling station. Here, high-speed machines wrap each one with a printed label, displaying product details, nutrition facts, lot number, and expiration date. In seconds, plain metal becomes a recognizable grocery item. It's no longer just food, it's a trusted brand, ready for homes, restaurants, and lunchboxes around the world. With labels in place, the cans move into the final stage: packaging. Grouped into sets, they're placed into sturdy cardboard trays or shrink-wrapped for protection. Palletized by automated arms, each stack is carefully organized for storage or shipment. From here, they're loaded onto trucks bound for supermarkets, food service providers, and export hubs across the globe. Some will sit on pantry shelves for months. Others will be opened just days later. But thanks to this carefully controlled process, the corn inside will taste just as fresh as the day it was picked. A journey that started in the quiet of a sunlit field now ends at your table, ready to serve any time of year. If you enjoyed discovering how everyday foods are made, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more behind-the-scenes looks into the world of food, machines, and everything in between. Thanks for watching.